What is going on, everybody? My name is Dylan from Lots of Thoughts Sports. We are going to play WEDDLE today. If you haven't seen the first video on this channel where I played PERDLE, which is the NBA version of WEDDLE, feel free to go check it out. I'm going to be kind of doing a series of this. I mentioned this in the previous video. I'm going to be doing a series of the various sports episodes. But something I didn't mention, I am going to upload them a little bit later, so there's no spoilers. So either a day or so later, just so everyone has that, that hasn't played that day isn't spoiled of that day's answers. So we're going to be going through WEDDLE. If you're not familiar with WEDDLE or PERDLE, they're sports guessing games where you pick a player from said league and use the categories given to kind of narrow down to find out what player the computer has selected for that day. Every day it gives a new player, and you have to try to narrow it down to figure out what player the computer has chosen. So I don't play WEDDLE as much as I play PERDLE, and I play the MLB version, the Pickle. And that's because I don't watch football nearly as much as I watch basketball and baseball. So forgive me if these WEDDLE episodes are a little rougher than the other two sports, but I'm trying my best here. So I'm looking for a skill player who's around middle-aged. And I usually choose from my favorite team, which is the Jets. So I'm going to go Corey Davis. And that gave us mostly nothing. So we know that he's a little bit taller than 6'3". He's not a receiver. He's not in the AFC or the East. So he's in the NFC, and he's either in the West, North, or South. He's young. He's got a really high number. But I believe it's narrowed down to skill position players. Let me make sure about that. Normal mode, the solution will be a current fantasy player, right? So wide receivers, running backs, quarterbacks, and tight ends. Okay, that makes it easier for me. No, he's not a wide receiver. No, he's in the NFC. I'll do NFC West, and we know he's relatively young. So I'll go quarterback of the 49ers, Trey Lance. He's been in the news recently because the 49ers decided to keep around Jimmy Garoppolo. That was a little bit of a surprise, but not him. I should have chosen someone with a higher number. That was a bit stupid. Okay, so we're looking at just over 22 years old. He's 6'4". He's in the NFC West, but he's not a quarterback. So we're looking at a running back or tight end with a high number. It's probably a tight end in the NFC West. Okay, let's think. Noah Fant is in the NFC West now for the Seahawks. I'm not sure what his number is, nor am I sure how tall he is. Or I know he's young, though, so that's not a bad guess. I'm not totally familiar with the Cardinals or the Rams tight ends, so I'm going to go Noah Fant. One of the only bright spots in Seattle, and I got it that quickly. Okay, we're going to do hard mode just because I didn't expect to get it in 3 guesses. That's incredible. So in hard mode, let me make sure about this. In hard mode, in the position column, yellow represents the correct side of the ball, but it can be any player, a current player in any position. Okay, wow. This might be rough. Okay, I'm going to start Corey Davis again. That worked last time. AFC East, good. Okay, wrong side of the ball, though. So we're looking at a defender. That's already not a great start from someone who does not know a lot of football players on the defensive side of the ball. Lower number, middle-aged or older, short, incredibly short, right? We're looking at 6 foot or below. That's almost the average American male. So let me think. It's an AFC East team, not the Jets. We're looking at the Dolphins, the Patriots, or the Bills. Okay. Which team do I want to start with? I'm going to go Von Miller. I know he is probably not that short, but okay. So they're on Buffalo. Defender, age 31 or 32. And see, this is the trouble, is that I just don't know enough about football. I probably should have left it at the easy guess, feeling high on life. Boy, because it's probably going to be a corner, right? I don't, and I know the Bills have a good secondary, but I do not remember their secondary at all. And you'll see throughout my episodes of playing this that I am awful at coming up with players' names. I just blank on that kind of thing. So I'm gonna cheat. I'm 100% cheat, and I'm gonna look up what we're looking at. Okay, Kyrie Elam was the guy they just drafted. That's who I was initially thinking of to guess. So I'm gonna guess him. I remember when they drafted him, it was kind of like a wonderful position for him to be in because he was drafted to a team whose major need was fulfilled by him and was given, strong opportunity. Okay, we're looking at not that young of a player. Obviously, they just drafted him. That was kind of dumb. But wearing number 23 or 22, short, not a corner. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna cheat because I don't want to sit here and go through every single guess. That'd be really painful. I'm gonna organize their roster by height. Okay, let's see. We have. I should show you what I'm looking at here. Why don't I do that so you guys can follow along? So we're looking at a defender who is 6 foot. Uh, could be Tyrell Dodson. Let's try it. Nope, but it is 6 foot. We should have known he's not a linebacker. His number is 23 or 22. Well, that was a bad guess. What am I doing with my life? Huh? Micah Hyde. Mm, that's a guessable name. That's a name I should know, and that's a name that I probably would have never came up with if you gave me a million guesses. Yep, Micah Hyde. Well, you've seen so far in just this one video that I struggle with names, and that really the hard version of WEDDLE is reserved for hardcore football fans. So I think I'll stick to normal for the time being. But that's it for this video. Stay tuned for more content coming to the Lots of Thoughts Sports channel. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, please click the red subscribe button below to get all the future videos on your YouTube page. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful rest of your day.